I've been stripped of a lot as much as I've been gifted. We got history, now all of a sudden I'm a mystery. And the feeling's alive, but what feeling is it? Think your love's a mirage, always in the distance. I read your diary, every line. I wanna drink your words like wine. I read your diary, every line.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Texas, man. It's been a minute since I talked to you guys. Also, I apologize if the background noise is loud. This TV that's like right above me, you guys probably can't see it. It is super, super loud for some reason. And I don't know where the remote is. I don't see any remote in here, but what is going on, guys? I know it's been a super, super long time since I posted a video. I had a video posted, and long story short, I didn't have a video posted, but I had a video recorded. And long story short, life got in the way. To give you guys a very, very quick rundown of everything that happened the past month or so. Had a daughter, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know if you guys have been watching the channel for a minute. Had a daughter. She's about to be 1 next month, which is very crazy to think about. We basically made a decision, me and my wife, that the best thing for us to do is to move to Texas, where my family is. So that's where we are right now. We flew out here on May 15th, something like that. So we've been out here for about a month. As of recording this right now, it is June 21st. So we've been out here for, we've been out here for a month and a day. A month and a week-ish. It was very rough, to be honest with you. We live with my parents now. We had an apartment to ourselves, which was really nice. But like I said, it was just trying to raise a baby with no friends or family to support you in a job where you're working like 80, 90 hours a week. It's very taxing on you. So we moved out here, and that's where we've been. I'm currently at my parents' gym. This is like a very bougie community. So this gym opened up maybe like a few months ago. And to be honest, as far as gyms go, this is actually pretty good. Like, I think for the average person, this is gonna be a fantastic gym, and they literally will not have to go anywhere else. They have this bench machine, which is technically a combo rack because you can move this up and squat on it. It doesn't go up very high, but I'm pretty short, so it works perfectly for me. But yeah, I actually really like this gym. This is like imagine a hotel gym and a like Crunch Fitness, EOS, whatever you want to call it. I say Crunch because I also have a membership there. It's like somewhere like right in the middle. So anyway, it's chest and triceps today. And I basically just wanted to record a video since I have this whole place to myself right now. Literally right as I got here and started warming up, the only 2 people that were here left. And I was like, thank you, Lord. It's a Sunday night, so I would imagine not a lot of people are gonna be doing a whole bunch of working out on a Sunday night. Usually this is when people are turning down because it's pre-Monday. So we got chest and triceps. Already warmed up with the bar earlier, so we're gonna see how this feels. Not bad, actually. Yeah, so bench has actually been feeling surprisingly good. To be honest, I really don't like benching that much, and I have a bad history of it. I basically was hammering it super hard because just like every gym bro, I wanted to get to 225. And I was able to get to 225. I did it with my boy Jojo from high school. And I got up to 225 and I grinded super hard. I was benching twice a week. And basically I just got to 225 and just stopped. I really don't like benching. I don't know what it is. It just feels like such an awkward movement for me. and I say this all the time, and people laugh at it. I would literally rather squat heavy every single day of the week than bench at all. Benching is just so awkward for me. And it's not like I have super long arms, so it's disadvantageous to my structure or anything like that. I just don't like the exercise. But it's been feeling really nice. Like I said, we moved out here about a my bad, I had to cut it really quick because someone walked by. It's a bougie gym, and I'm technically not supposed to be recording in here. There's no signs that say anything, but I'm looking at the rules right now. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I never finished what I said. I had a video previously recorded, and I basically just never ended up editing it or posting it or doing anything with it. And it's a Sunday night. I knew no one was going to be here, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get a video done. It's been rough, man. To be honest with you guys, I've been battling really bad depression. I have never really battled it as hard as I have the past month just because we had such a drastic change in the past month. Didn't have any money, didn't have a job, was living with my parents, so like we didn't have any privacy either. My parents' house is really nice. Like I'm not gonna act like my parents are very well off for where they are in life right now, and we're able to benefit from them being well off by being able to live in their house and also have the basically entire upstairs to ourselves, which is really nice when you are a married couple and also have a baby. You really do need that space. So it's been really nice for that, but it sucked, man. Like I didn't have a job, we didn't have any money coming in. My wife was pretty much been the breadwinner for the entire time we've been out here, but we've had so many bills coming in that we just didn't know about. I got a ticket 3 days before we flew out here and then missed my court date, and they were gonna suspend my license. We don't have an apartment anymore, but like the expenses from the apartment hit us. Then we had to get registration because my license was gonna get suspended because I got pulled over for having overdue registration, and I purposely didn't do it because I knew we were moving out here, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay. Anyway, it's been a lot being out here, and it was just like not having a job and not having any of that stuff. It's like it makes it hard for me mentally just being as a man. It's like I wasn't bringing any money to the table. I didn't have a job. My gym schedule was super inconsistent. It was just really rough, man. And so I was basically just wafting through life and feeling super just like pointless. And not really knowing what I wanted to do just because it was like I didn't have any money coming in, so that meant that we weren't able to go out and do anything. It was just rough, man. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I'm still battling with it because the thing with depression is it's like you don't ever choose when you battle with it. It just hits you when it hits you. And so it's been really hard juggling that. But we're doing better, man. We're doing better. Let me hit this and see what it feels like. Yeah, 135. Not bad. I also got to be cautious with this because my SD card is full from some previous footage that I have yet to post just because, life has been hitting me just like I was telling you guys earlier. So, yeah. I just realized I also never told you guys. I randomly decided to buy some wireless mics. These are the DJI Mic 3s. These came out fairly recently. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Ron Doug. He makes really, really cinematic vlogs and stuff like that. I actually have known about him for a while. I saw him on either Instagram or TikTok first. I can't remember, but really like his videos. And we also have the same, not the same camera, but we both have Fujifilms. I'm using the Fujifilm X-T4, and he's using the Fujifilm X-H2S. If you know anything about cameras, those are just a bunch of numbers and letters. But anyway, we got 185 on the bar right now, and we are gonna see what this feels like, because it's been doing with the straps low. Let's see what this feels like. You guys know those guys who have like a super strong bench, but as soon as they lay down to bench, their stomach hangs out. That's what I feel like right now. Ooh. Not gonna lie, the dismount felt a little heavy on that. But as far as pressing and general strength, it doesn't feel too bad. We'll go up to 225. Yeah, man. I don't know if you guys have been watching the World Cup right now. I just heard like 2 seconds before I pressed record, Messi is about to break the most goals scored or record or something like that, which is actually pretty cool, but I haven't been keeping up with it too much. One of the streamers that I really like, I Show Speed, he's been streaming it, which is really smart on his part as far as just general interest in marketing and awareness and growing yourself as a YouTuber, just because football is so big, man. Like bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than basketball, bigger than football. Like people, I'm in Texas, so like all of the matches are happening near me. Like I'm looking at Croatia fans and stuff like that right now. It's crazy, man. Like you can think, this is like a like deep thought and it's like some philosophical stuff that I have, but it's like you can really think that nothing is popular outside of the scope of your reality, when it's like there's so much that exists outside of your reality and perception and what you experience daily, but it just doesn't feel real to you because you don't know about it. Like artists that have like 60 million monthly listeners that you've never heard of in your life on Spotify. They have like a song with like 1 billion streams and you're like, I've never heard of this guy, let alone one song from him. Anyway, all that to say, it's crazy how big soccer is. Just because it's like I don't watch it that much, but it's like I forget that it's a freaking world sport, man. Like everyone in the world plays football. It's just crazy, but that was good for him. It was funny. I was at the gym. I was at Crunch Fitness a few days ago, and this guy saw me watching the game because it was on, and he notices it, and then I see him take his headphones off, and he was like, something about me watching the game. He was like, oh, are you watching the game or whatever? And I was like, oh yeah, da-da-da-da. And then Messi was playing, and we were on the subject, either he brought up Messi or I brought up Messi or something like that. And he was like, yeah, F Messi, man, I hate him. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. I don't exactly know what the reasoning is, but good for you, I guess, pop off, king. And I was like, oh, okay, ha, 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 ha. And he was like, yeah, man, I want them to lose. And I was like, oh, okay. It was just always so interesting to me with sports, just like, not necessarily how serious people take it, but it's like them hating another person. And I'm not saying that there isn't a reason or it's not unjustified to like another person, just because like we're all humans, we have things we disagree with. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense, but it's just like to say that you want someone to lose and say that you hate another person. I'm just like, dude, it's not that serious, man. Like it's just sports. I'm super into, I got really into basketball like right at the playoffs when the Spurs and the Knicks, like really literally at game 1 or game 2. So I was like really watching a bunch of videos and getting super into it. And it's just crazy how serious people take it. Like the parades and the vandalism and stuff like that people were doing when the Knicks won. I was like, dog, it's not that serious, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very new to basketball. I played it in like middle schoolish and haven't played it since, no, let alone watched the game or cared about anything outside of that. It's just crazy how serious people take it, man. Like, it's genuinely just entertainment. It's really not that serious, dude. Like, it's great to be serious about stuff like that, but it's like, dude, they're just putting a ball inside of a hoop, man. It was fun to watch. It was so fun. But I'm like, dog, it's not that serious, man. But I've been talking too much. We're going to go ahead and hit this 225. I got to hurry up and get home because it is currently 9:06, which is, once again, why literally no one is here. But it's 9:06, about to hit 225. It would be a lot easier if my wife was here to give me a lift off. The first time I went to this gym, I actually benched literally right here, and my wife was here with me to give me a lift off. It was the first time I've worked out in like a week and a half. And it just feels really nice when someone gives you a lift off, so. Oh, jeez. Oh boy, that was rough. All right, we are gonna do one set of this. There's some people who walked into the gym a little bit ago, so I kind of got to be quick with this. I'm just gonna do one set on this one, just to really feel it. I already did 2 sets before. I don't want to be like a nuisance or anything like that since there's people in here. So we are gonna get this set knocked out and then call it a day. But 225 on the bench didn't feel the best. The lift off definitely took maybe like a rep and a half off of the total amount of reps that I did. Just because the energy it takes to unrack it, move it out of the way of the actual hook to press it, it takes a decent amount of energy, which is a different exercise in and of itself, which kind of sucks. But anyway, we did 2 sets on these chest flies. We're just gonna do one more set, like I said, just because I don't want to be a nuisance at this gym and get kicked out for recording here. So we're just gonna do this last set. Oh, that felt good. Oh, that felt good. All right, guys. I had to kind of hurry up a little bit just because, like I said, there's some people in the gym. So I gotta be very strategic with the shots that I choose. But we got overhead press now. And I've already done 3 sets of this. I'm just doing one more set because I didn't record it. And like I still want to record the full workout. But they honestly feel really good. I've never done overhead presses with the cables kind of at a lower angle like this. In this area right here, there's this machine that I'm at right now where you can do, it's called a multi-plane shoulder. So you can do both of them like that, one arm. And you can also go behind the seat and do a half kneel, it says, which is actually pretty cool. But there's another one where the cables are up here instead, and you can do chest flies. Then there's another one right here, which is closer to the camera. This one is more like a lat pull down one. So anyway, this one feels really good. And I can really feel it in my upper chest too, which is nice. So I'm just gonna hammer one more set of these and then call it a day, since I already did 3 sets. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh. All right, so we're in a more secluded room now, so we're gonna do a little bit of lateral raises. We're gonna do some lateral raises, and really see how that feels. I don't usually do them sitting down, but I really want to see how they feel just sitting down, just to see if I want to go ahead and stand up and just get a general feel for how it is. So I also just realized that I forgot the mic case over at the bench press, and there's other people in there, so I gotta go get that. But We're gonna do one set of these and then see how we feel. We're gonna start off with 20s and not progressively, we're gonna do 20s. I'm gonna do these for like 3 or 4 sets. Then we're gonna go to 15s, then we're gonna go to 10s, and then we're really gonna milk it out when we get to those 10s. Pause. We're really gonna get everything we can out of those 10s and really, really stress the muscle just because, in my opinion, I definitely need to get some more shoulders and work on that. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let's go forward a little bit. Oh, jeez. All right, so those didn't feel great, but they also didn't feel terrible. I went to go get my mic clip so that it can magnetically clip to the middle right here. There we go, move it up a little bit. Yeah, it didn't feel great, but it didn't feel terrible either. I'm gonna try it for maybe 1 or 2 more sets just to see how I really feel with it, but it honestly did not feel terrible. I feel like if I'm sitting down, it helps a lot with not swinging the weight in a sense of I'm losing the mind to muscle connection, or I'm just basically ego lifting when I'm sitting down. And I'm a lot more stable too, which is a big thing with lateral raises. It's really easy, and I think, to be honest, especially when it comes to lateral raises, I think you can still cheat on lateral raises and really still get the most out of them. In my opinion, I think that there's a line when it comes to like, okay, like you're genuinely just not doing anything with it. But I also think that it doesn't hurt to ego lift and not completely have a great mind to muscle connection and great form when it comes to lateral raises. I think that you can definitely tell if someone takes lateral raises seriously based off of just like the general shoulder Death Star shaped delts. But honestly, I don't think it's like an end all be all for making sure that your form has to be very strict and solid and no ego lifting and mind to muscle connection and time under tension and really, I don't really think it's all the way like that. I think it'll still benefit, provided, once again, that you're not training absolutely insane. I honestly think that it's not the end of the world if you do a little bit of ego lifting and swinging the weight and your form isn't completely dialed in. So that's just my opinion though. Let's do one more set with this. It also helped a little bit when I lean forward because I'm able to get like a full, not necessarily stretch, but really just let the weights hang and not cutting the range of motion short up here. So we're gonna try that again. It really helps when I lean forward. Let's try it. Yeah. Didn't even work out my arms. And I'm here doing a friggin' front double bicep. Yeah, dude, I'm definitely gonna completely max out the storage on this card. I have 7 minutes left of recording, and it's not looking good. So we're gonna kind of have to speed run this workout, or at least the rest of it, because like I said, you could say it's a good thing, I guess, but I wasn't able to record a lot of the sets because there's other people here and I'm not trying to be in the way, especially at a private gym like this where you have to key fob in and stuff like that. But It's also 9:52, and I have work tomorrow morning. I don't know if I told you guys, but I also got a new job, and it's completely different than what I was doing before. Um, I'm an AV, I was an AV technician at my old job, which is why my hours are always sporadic and inconsistent. But now I'm gonna be a salesman for a remodeling company, which is exciting. I've never done sales before. It's something completely new, and I basically was like, dude, I'm probably not gonna be able to, the job market is completely trashed right now, man. And I was like, man, you're not gonna be able to get the job that you want. So we're like, our account is overdrawn, we're super tight on money. And by tight on money, I mean like my wife's next check is already spent because we have so many random expenses, affirm payments, just so much stuff, man. So I was like, I'm just gonna apply for this sales job. Got an interview the next day, had the second interview 2 days after, the last interview the day after, and I took the job. So a little bit nervous for it because it's definitely a new chapter and a new type of job that I've literally never done before. The closest I've ever been is working at Joann's, which is like a fabric store for like knitting and yarn and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes, man. We will see how it goes. My first day's tomorrow. The drive is 40 minutes, which is definitely a big commitment, but the payoff should be worth it. I'll be able to make, since it's a sales job, I'll have commission, so the opportunity is way bigger for me there because it's directly correlated to the amount of results and effort that I put into it, which is definitely a big change. So I don't know, man. I'm nervous about it. I'm excited about it, but we'll see. Let's get this last set in, and then we got a drop set. All right, I got the 15s here. It's not gonna really be a drop set anymore since I had to take the time to go put the weights back and then adjust the camera and then get these, but I'm gonna do these last 2 sets standing up just to really feel it. I find that for tricep extensions, my next workout is tricep extensions, and that's what I'm thinking about. I find that for lateral raises, it helps a lot if you squeeze your glutes like you're doing a hip thrust as you bring the weights up. I feel like it gives it a better foundation to really lock in your delts when you pull it versus like swinging it where you kind of hip thrust and then you lean forward and then you pause right here versus having your glutes strict. It keeps like a really firm foundation for your delts to really lock in and pull up versus just like some like wonky, super loose, I don't know what the word is, form when you're trying to do them. I don't know, for me at least, it feels really, really good if I squeeze my glutes. I randomly found that, and it wasn't recently, like, this is when I was back in Arizona. This might have been like a year ago and some change, but I was doing them, and I like randomly squeezed my glutes, and I felt like a really big contraction and just a lot more focus on my delts. So I was like, okay, well, we might just start doing that. So anyway, if that helps at all, squeezing your glutes the entire time, through the entire range of motion, even on the negative, really, really helps with the mind and muscle connection. And it just makes not even the mind and muscle connection, it just makes the movement feel a lot tighter and more strict and more focused. So, I don't know. I don't have the best delts in the world, but take it for what you will. Actually, we got 2 more minutes. Let's go ahead and hit this last set, because that was too much talking. Ooh. Oh, that felt good. All right, guys. I didn't record me doing tricep extensions or some ab crunches. It's just, this workout's been all over the place. It's Father's Day. It's been a crazy day. I'm tired. It's super late at night. I gotta get home. I wasn't able to record everything, but I still wanted to record something. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a pump check really quick. Actually, don't look too bad. Not too bad. Front lat spread still needs some work, but let's get a little bit closer. Just so we can see everything. There we go. I don't know how good this sounds, but I just wanted to see how we look. Don't look too bad, honestly. Actually, let's. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, why you need to be more cautious when you have expensive equipment. So I'm gonna do this the ghetto way. Let me grab a bigger chunk of hair. There we go. And that is not in focus. There we go. Anyway, guys, that's the video for you. I got 1 more minute on this card. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I gotta go home, take a shower, and get ready for work tomorrow. If you guys are depressed, if you guys are battling stuff, make sure you talk to someone, like genuinely seriously, because fighting it alone is exactly what they want, and you can't beat it by yourself. So, love you guys.